Yo, what's good, man? The Straight Icon.
It's your boy Jiggy Ja.
And you're watching
Rice, Beans, and Banter.
And we got two special guests in the building.
Facts.
We got Wyatt back in the building.
Announced myself a little early.
Facts.
And we got my man Speed in the building.
Speed Supreme, you know what I mean? Peace.
Peace. God, universal knowledge, aka Speed Kills. Let's do this.
Talk that shit, yo.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Dre, talk to them, man. What we doing?
So, we starting with a bang, man. The first thing we're going to start with is this segment called Healing is Gangster. And we just going to talk about it like this. Now, I feel like with mental health, it's very important. And I feel like a lot of people overlook that.
Facts.
Because like when your mental is right, that's your temple. When your mental is right, everything else could flow easy. That's why this is at the top. You understand? This is what comes first, and then everything else could flow real smooth, Yep. So I feel like a lot of people really overlook mental health, but it's very vital, man. What you feel about that?
I feel like, I also feel like, right, they overlook that, but also they deny themselves from going to that process of the healing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I was saying before we even started, I'm gonna repeat it. I feel like if you don't allow yourself to be healed, you're pussy. You're pussy. Either way we go, because at the end of the day, you know what you're doing to yourself, and you know what you're doing. Like
You know what it is too? Think about it though. It is, because think about it. It is a test of toughness, because at the end of the day, right, that mental stuff, that happens oftentimes. Factors people can't control. Sometimes there's people way up there happy. There's some people down on their luck, but they still have their mental. They still have their health. That's a piece of wealth right there.
That's a fact.
And it's a test of toughness to how you get over things. Because at the end of the day, it's how you react internally to the external world, and that is toughness.
That is toughness.
I see that as like it's two ways, right? I see it. Mental health is very important, and I think everybody should have their own expression and type of healing, right?
Yeah.
But I don't like the PTS rapper syndrome, and what I mean by that is like, dudes just always in a funk, always, I can't do this, my girl is, I ain't got no money, bro. You got to get up out of that.
Then they have a bunch of sad fans.
But you can't use mental health as a. All right, you know how my cousin, right? My cousin like 500 pounds. And you know what but people about to say, you know what he used? He used I got a thyroid condition, right? He used that as his excuse to not work out. So boom, I mean to put you on blast, but I had to use it.
You want Dr. Now?
So boom, so dudes be using my mental health excuse. Nah, you got a problem, address the problem.
Exactly.
It's that simple.
Exactly.
It's that simple.
And don't deny it. Like, nigga, you know what's the problem. Stop denying it. And don't get mad because I'm acknowledging your problem and you see me acknowledging it. So you mad at me because you have the problem. I'll tell you got a problem. That's pussy. Fuck is wrong with you? That's some weak, cowardly shit. Fuck out of here, bro.
What's the solution? For somebody like that, what is the solution? What do you think is the solution for them? A person like what you just said.
I feel like for someone like that, right? For one, they just gotta stop fighting. So any type of negative emotion that stops them from having that good thought, like maybe I could heal. Mm-hmm. That first moment, we gotta stop that negativity right then and there. True. I know that shit be hard though, cause don't get me wrong, shit, bro. I be talking like this shit is easy. Trust me, I know this shit is 100 miles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we just talking so on paper.
Yeah, but listen, at the end of the day, though, all I'm saying is from a nigga that's talking, I have witnessed that. I experienced that. Mm-hmm. So for me, I could tell you, I had to get myself out of my own shit. So if I got myself out of my own shit, you could definitely do that. And it's like, it doesn't matter what you go through, because you know what you go through, and you know your own potential. You feel what I'm saying?
So let me ask y'all this. I'm going to ask all three of y'all this.
Yeah.
Do y'all think everybody's created equal then?
No.
Nah, not really.
All right. So you just said that if you could get out of your struggles, they can get out of theirs. What if they can't? What if they not as strong as you?
That's what I was saying earlier.
If they not as strong as me?
That's why I asked. Do y'all think everybody's created equal? Because you're a certain way. So the person that's not as strong as you, can they pull themselves up the way you did? And that's why I said, what would be your solution to them? For me personally, my solution for somebody like that would be find an outlet, find a resource.
Yeah, see,
find something or somebody you could put your trust into.
Yeah.
Find somebody or something that you can give
I agree.
your thoughts to.
I also it could be an activity, anything.
Yeah,
No,
just give the energy where it needs to be at that time.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
And I also feel like that, right? Like with that mindset too. Like, what if they not as strong? But see, to think like that too is to be like that. So if you
But
already,
that's who they are.
You feel me? Nah, but if they like that, why are you thinking like that? Why not change
see
yourself?
that, though?
That's still a stop on your process. You feel what I'm saying? Don't even think like that. Fuck that. Maybe if you change your own thought, you wouldn't even be like that.
Nah, true. The thought.
You feel me? Because it's your thought. The thought.
master.
Once you birth a thought, that's in the air. It's in the universe.
Yeah,
We
don't go
here.
nowhere, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's a common theme to your solutions, though, and even and thank you because you shared with us, everyone watching. Self-evaluation. That's you want to find an outlet. You got to evaluate to what you like first.
You right.
So it's self-evaluation is the first step.
True.
But at the end of the day, right, how you do your self-evaluation is up to you because you can evaluate yourself and be all fucking wrong the whole time. I've done it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
Yo,
What's that? Megalomania. That's what that is.
Hell yeah. What you think about that, Dre?
I was thinking about you know what was funny? Because when we having this conversation, I was thinking the same way you was thinking at first, like, yo, your mind is the key to breaking free, which it is, but what about people that are born with, because yo, you open my eyes to something, like I'm thinking about it, it's kind of sad, but it's true, it's like a sad reality. But what about the people that have like bipolar disorder, and they was born literally trapped, locked in their mind, or psychosis, or schizophrenia? How do you break free out of that?
You live your best life and you cope with you cope with it the best.
You get professional help.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the fuck up with that.
That's a
Professional
fact.
help.
That's step one. Yeah, that's step one.
That's the answer.
Listen, facts. Get help.
Get some fucking help.
Get some help.
Please.
Listen, but the answer to that, right? But still, even though with that, there's ways you could become great even with that. That shit don't stop nobody, bro. Nothing really stops nobody, bro. There's not an excuse in this world. There's
Look at Kanye.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Kanye. There's people. That's Olympic.
Not even
people
Kanye,
that are paraplegics. There's people. There's people that can't walk but want to race.
Think about that.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Remember our last episode we were talking about the people who were so big they're in a scooter? Exactly, Paralympians, and then there's people that could walk and then they're going to scooter at Walmart.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? So it's like, in a way,
That's
right?
crazy.
You got all of these problems,
And there's
shit,
people
but
born
there's
with physical
always a
problems.
solution to that problem. You feel me? It's
Yeah.
all into you got to get out that bag and remember, healing is all right, nigga. Healing is gangster. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole purpose, my nigga. Stop putting yourself in a loop and get your shit right. Feel me? You could heal. It ain't nothing wrong with healing. There's nothing wrong with that, my nigga. You feel me? And that actually brings us to the next segment. Masculine emotion. Right? As a man, right? Nigga, it's nothing wrong with being emotional, my nigga. Straight up. It's nothing wrong. I'm gonna be real, it's nothing wrong. But if you overly emotional about some dumb shit, that's crazy.
Let's be honest. There's a difference between being emotional and being a bitch.
Yeah, you
He said it. I was about to say.
I had it right here. See, that's why we got him here. He's there
I was
for
about
that.
to say sensitive. There's a difference between emotional and sensitive.
Yeah.
Yo, that's perfect.
Exactly.
That's
You
perfect.
feel me? Yo,
But even if you're
perfect.
sensitive, you gotta know, okay, I'm sensitive.
Nah,
what
fuck
am I
that.
gonna do about it?
Nah, fuck
Same
that.
thing, self-evaluate. Same thing that
Yeah.
and goes back to self-evaluation. Right there.
What emotional is you laugh. That's emotion right there. You get what I'm saying? So
If you emotionless, that's a problem too.
you a serial
feel me?
killer.
Yeah,
That's
nah,
what Michael Myers.
you definitely a serial killer.
Nah, Dexter had emotions though. Dexter had a little bit of emotions.
He didn't. You know
He had
what?
a little bit of emotions.
He mirrored emotions.
That's the one show I didn't watch.
You know what?
I didn't watch it that much, but I know about Dexter.
He had emotions because of right and wrong. That's what that was
Well,
about.
I mean, no, but he had to live within
He had to learn
society because he was a forensics dude, but he was a serial killer. So it was a perfect cover.
And you know how much time he had to
That shit is-
self-reflect on the way back, bringing the
That's
bodies?
a perfect cover.
I'm out the loop. That's sad. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, but I'm like, if you seen the show, he should have been caught like
I'ma keep
after
it
season 3.
You ain't missing. You ain't
They're
missing
playing
out on a
chicken.
lot.
Oh, shit.
It's a good premise, but you ain't missing out on a lot.
All right.
Like, you ever
Say
play?
that.
You ever play Sonic for Sega and it's dope, and then you get Sonic Spinball. You didn't play. You ain't missing out on a lot. Sean. You really not missing out on a
I get
lot.
it trash.
You ain't missing
Nah,
out.
I
On
played
a
it
but-
on the computer.
Yo, Dre, what you think about the masculine emotion?
I think that we should actually practice showing emotion, but don't let your emotions supersede your intelligence. That's a fact.
talking that
I heard
shit.
that one from math, but it's a fact.
Facts.
though.
Shout out to
let
OG
it-
Math.
Yeah, the general,
Know that.
But for real though, look. I feel like as men, we need to get in touch with our emotions because females already naturally are in touch. That's their thing. That's their forte. I feel like with men, as if we get in touch with our rationality, which we naturally are most of the time, and then we also we don't deny our emotions. We master them. It's a difference. Master don't mean you shut that down. Master means you own it, and you own it with masculinity. Ain't nothing feminine about shedding a tear sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Facts,
For
nigga,
real.
talk that
Ain't
shit.
nothing not masculine about that. Actually, if you want to get like real about it, you are literally showing bravery, which is a masculine trait, by crying, by
Talk
shedding
that
them
talk.
tears, because you're not saying, oh, these other men in the room gonna judge me. I don't want to cry. No, you're gonna
Fuck them.
you're gonna
You mad
feel,
pussy.
You gotta
Again,
feel,
you pussy.
you gotta feel through your issues.
them.
You gotta feel through your issues. You feel me? That's how I feel about that.
Let me ask y'all this. Y'all said women, that's their forte, right?
Yeah.
I think women are more emotional, but I don't think that's their forte. I don't think they mastered none of that.
I'll be honest, they're
Let me
emotionally
tell you
smart,
why I
though.
say that.
Nah, go
Let me
ahead.
tell you why I say that. I'm married. I live with my wife. She ain't mastered none of her motherfucking emotions, yo. When I tell you I love you, but
Yo.
so anyway, I tell you the truth.
Nigga, yo.
I tell you the truth. Women are very good at displaying emotions or displaying. I know they're not in. A lot of them not in control, yo. I've been around women my whole life, and it's not to bash women. I'm not trying to bash
nowadays,
women.
though.
I'm not trying to bash you. This is not like a woman bashing thing, but as an experienced observer, I've seen like most of the time, women will they'll hear rain and think thunderstorm. They'll hear snow and think blizzard. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So is that really mastering emotions because they in it all the time? No. I just think from the women that I've experienced, my anecdotal experience, I would say that a lot of them they appear to have mastered their emotions, but they didn't. Now I don't know if that's every other man's experience or everybody else's experience, but that's my experience observing women.
It's a little bit of
It's a mix. It should be a mixed bag because there's a lot of us.
Yeah.
It should
Even
be
with
mixed.
more emotion, in general, women are emotionally smarter.
Yeah.
Like
Emotionally
men's
smarter?
emotion, let's be honest. This is a weak
Emotionally smarter?
You don't think
I
so?
agree with that.
Nah, but we're more logical. Hear me out. We're more logical. If that makes sense.
But if we're more logical, we would be
I don't know
more
about
emotionally
that.
smarter.
Hold on.
Because logic takes.
Because
Nah,
here's
wait.
the thing.
Yeah, let me
Let's explain that.
Women understand the nuances behind actions, the emotions, all of that, right? Meanwhile, typically, right? This doesn't go for everyone because we're talking about the masculine and feminine standards. But a man would more be like logical. I gotta pick it up. And don't get me wrong, we got to. But while we pick it up, we got to deal with it at the same time.
Hold up. Hold on. Explain that. You said women are emotionally.
They'll read into stuff more. They'll understand how people are thinking. Maybe
You mean nosy? Like they
Nosy.
I was about to say, yeah. I was about to say.
Like nigga, that's nosy, bro. I ain't
I was
gonna.
about to
say.
not nosy, but they could pick up
You
on
mean
stuff.
woman's tuition?
Exactly. Intuition.
Hold on. That should be a bunch of women. All right. I'm not saying. Like once again, not all women. Not all women. Not all women. Once again, I don't want
Facts.
nobody following me at Trader Joe's. You hate women and shit like that.
I know. I actually know some great women, and I love.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, of course.
I was raised by great women.
Word.
But women say even
Yo,
women
man,
say
Raised by
word,
great
we
women.
was
I know his
facts.
moms. He know my mom.
Facts.
But
So-
all I'm saying is, from what I've seen, a lot of women is just straight up emotion. It's just fuck this, fuck that. I'm tight. I'ma raise my voice. I'ma think like a man. You're not thinking like a man, shorty. The execution is totally different.
You don't think that's a generational thing though?
That is.
But you see,
that's like I see that now.
That is. Yeah, that is.
That shit happens a lot now with a lot of.
It is mimicking masculinity. Just like truth is this, man. I know you say we ain't get into this, but men is becoming more feminine. Yeah, woman is becoming more masculine. So when you see these balance of roles, right? A man is supposed to be like, all right, let's get this done. Okay.
Yes.
A woman is supposed to be like, oh, think about this. You got to think about your repercussions, right? Yeah,
I don't know woman that's thinking.
No, but that's the problem because with the masculinity comes the ego, and then when it becomes the ego and emotion, that's just a bubble of chaos.
Yeah, I mean, all right, peep this. Besides our generation, when would a Sexy Red or Sukihana ever be able to flourish? No. That you couldn't have had that in the 90s. I'm sorry. You had Little Kim, but you couldn't have had none of
Maybe
this.
Maybe it was a DVD.
You couldn't have had none of this shit.
Little Kim made that shit sound sexy and gangster.
And that's what I'm saying. Entertaining. You knew it was entertainment.
That's Sexy
right?
I get it.
But what I'm saying is, these shorties, they go on. He's saying that women are becoming more masculine. Right, so like these shorties is going on interviews and yo, what are y'all doing?
All the women rappers, right? They no links change. They have a bust down chain like a man right nowadays.
They talking like a girl said to me the other day, and one of my homegirls. And I was going rock bottom this bitch. She's top of the morning. What the fuck, yo? Don't you ever in your life say a woman tell me top of the morning?
Get the fuck out!
What? I'm not gonna lie, women
top of the morning. What the fuck is you?
They say bro a lot now too. I'm not gonna lie. That's another thing.
Bro is whatever.
I don't like bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Gang.
Do not call me gang. We is not gang.
We are not.
What the fuck is you talking about?
We are not.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Once again, we love women. Once again, we love. This ain't no incel shit. No, we love women.
Remember,
we just calling shit
with
out.
The emotional men.
Calling shit out.
But no, hear me out. No, we gotta cover both sides of this.
Masculine
with the emotional men. Don't act like bitches towards your woman.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Why keep a ball to him?
Why facts?
Why facts? Stop playing. Stop playing with him.
New hashtag.
Listen, man. Yo, that was great. Yeah. That was great shit though, man. But also, we talk about a lot of the hardships and shit, and we talk about the good. But we gotta talk about keeping that balance and maintaining that balance, cause this shit be hard. It's like from the beginning when we was talking about healing this gangster and shit, right? Yeah,
yes,
it be hard, but also you have to keep that balance, my nigga, because once you keep a balance of the good and you keep the balance of the fucking bad, right? That shit leads you to a thought process where you're thinking of multiple things all at once. You're thinking about good and bad. Yeah. So that's multiple things.
The balance is how you handle the bad.
Yeah, and then as you processing and you moving forward to it, you are gathering more things, more bad things, more good things. It keeps going. It's endless. As you progressing and you making moves and strategically moving towards your goal and shit like that, more endless opportunities and all this shit go straight to your head. Now you figuring out, yo, what can I do? But I know, sometimes during those moments, it could put you on a hold. Because now it's like you on sensory overload. You feel me? You got too much shit on your head. And it's like, yo, you feel me? Now I understand shit like that. Sometimes people need to think that off. Feel me? I'm a firm believer in breaks.
Okay.
I'm a firm believer in breaks. Okay. I feel like, yo, if I'm stressed out and shit like that, I'm gonna take a break because I need to clear my mind. Definitely. And if my mind ain't right, I'm not gonna work right around people.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Just like we sleep, we need to recharge.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? And you need to recharge your mind. You always need to recharge your mind. How y'all feel about that?
As far as like the balance, it's crazy because that was like my whole 20s. That was, I'm 34 now. That was like my whole 20s. I don't ups and downs and all that. But I would say, for me, I got a balance in my life because I was bullied growing up. Right, everything go back to that. When I was a kid, I had vitiligo and shit around my lips and all that. I was the weird kid. I like fighting and Ninja Turtles and all that.
Now that's cool.
Yeah, now it is.
Right?
Yeah. Steve Urkel's style is the new hipster style. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
That's like,
you know, I'm just thinking, you know, when we get on that train, we're gonna see these people with
Morgan Street is crackhead Soho.
Oh man. L Train Soho.
crazy outfits, funny haircuts, all that.
So I say that to say like now as an adult, my life is I understand why I'm the person I am and how not to let that drown me and how not to drown in that like that sorrow, I guess you could say. Because for me, I remember being a kid and I was like, yo, is God punishing me? Am I getting punished for something? Like, what am I getting?
No, but God gave you strength in that one. Because at the end of the day, your experience made you. You had.
I had to be strong. I had to be strong.
Because think about it. Let's say someone has to be strong later. Yo, they haven't had to be strong since then. They fold.
They crumble. Yeah, they crumble.
Think about it. It's like building a muscle. You don't work out, you're not gonna.
Muscle
memory. Yeah,
the entropy. Your muscle goes away.
Yeah.
So for me, it was more just like, yo, I know what got me here, and I'm not gonna go back to this. So that's my balance. That's why I'm always smiling no matter what. That's why I'm talking about my anime shit. That's why I like to be around people that I fuck with. So it's like even no matter how much I'm feeling on either side of the spectrum, in the middle it is I'm here and I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good with who I am.
That's a fact. That's real shit.
That's how I see balance on that. That's equality. Good equality.
That's a fact. What's your take on that, Drake?
I feel like, keeping the balance is definitely essential because as human beings, we're naturally born with that. It could be a battle or it could be an advantage because we're born naturally with that inclination to good and evil. Like we have both them sides and you got to learn not to make, I'm not saying to make bad okay, but to be okay with the bad sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be able to like just adjust and appreciate your whole self. The darkness, because the darkness, if you let it lead to a greater light, it can lead to a greater light. So take that trauma within you and that pain within you and use it for something. Don't let it overtake you. Don't let that darkness override that light. Keep that balance, that yin and yang. That's how God formed us. That's how God made us, And I feel like you just got to ride that wave of life, that flow of life with that balance.
So you saying we're going through a tunnel?
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate that because I think life is about struggle. Like we was just saying, it's like a muscle. If you don't work it out, it goes away. So I grew up seeing a lot of people not struggling. I always struggle. To this day, I still struggle. But it keeps me grounded. It keeps me rooted. Yeah. It keeps my muscles going. It keeps me going.
But then with no struggling, shit gets hard. It knocks them in the ass.
Yeah, you get look at McGregor. Look at McGregor.
Man, Ronda Rousey. First of all,
don't bring all those
UFC fighters. I gotta say this real quick.
Don't disrespect what I do for a living.
That's the fighter, man.
Disrespect what I do for a living.
I feel though, right?
She was never a real fighter to begin with.
She was a grappler. She didn't know how to strike.
She was she was never a real fighter from the beginning. I'm talking about in here.
Yeah.
When shit is good and listen, we in the gluten-free era. I'm allergic to gluten era.
Terrible.
Gluten-free.
Fake meat, fake cheese is terrible.
Non-GMO.
We in this type of era, so it's like, I'm allergic to this. I can't do this. Listen, for me, fighting was life or death. I didn't get into martial arts or fighting because I thought, this shit is cool. I want to do this. No, it was because I had to learn.
Yeah.
I had to. I was going to PS59. I was living in the courtyard. I had to walk through Tompkins Project. Had to walk through Sumner Projects. Always had to get it on. Niggas wanting to fight me in the bathroom. Niggas want to put my head in the toilet and give me a swirly. I always had to fight, right? So that was something I innately had in me. Her? It looked good.
I was talking about UFC.
No, but you brought her up. It looked good. You brought her up. You brought her up.
No, I thought you was talking about the losing. I thought you was talking about the losing records. I was saying.
No, but that's what I'm talking about. When you lose, she lost a fight. And she went on Ellen talking about, if I'm not this person anymore and all that. Yo, you think I got the luxury of crying on Ellen?
And she didn't heal. And she folded, exactly.
Boy, she was never her.
And then she went to WWE.
That is
right?
a fact. Yeah.
Became champion.
Listen,
Yo, I feel what UFC.
that's
They get that
crazy.
shit to her mad
crazy.
fast.
That's crazy.
This is a side note.
Facts, nigga.
I
She
feel
was
with UFC though, right? There's less of I know
You
this is
mean
completely
MMA or
off topic. MMA, right? There's less of a and maybe you could explain this. I feel there's less of a standard of losing percentage than boxing. Because where MMA, UFC, you gotta have a record that's maybe 15-7 and still be considered a great. If you have that, if you have that in boxing, you are a plumber, trash.
I mean,
You have 3 losses on your record. They may talk about that
yeah.
versus the guy that has 2 losses. Even after 25 fights, they would say that.
Yeah.
that's because of
It's harder, right?
I love Floyd, but that's because of Floyd. And I'm not saying that's what he did, but he retired undefeated, so everybody want their and it's like, yo, I do Muay Thai, right? Fight professionally in Muay Thai. All the best guys fight each other. There is no, I'm gonna wait for the money to pile up, or nah, I'm gonna wait for him to get.
It's a
older.
circle.
There's
You're in
none
it,
of that.
or you're not.
Well, no, because the best are gonna fight the best. There's no getting around it. There's matchmakers. You go to the UFC. There's matchmakers. You go to Bellator. There's matchmakers. We're gonna have, let's say you you rap, right? Let's say you was a battle rapper. Let's say you took your talents to battle rap. Soon, let's say you the best. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to go against that best dude, and it's gonna
that's a
be
fact.
it's gonna be like the matchmaker set that up. And boxing is more so like
I think with boxing though, they got required fights though.
it's called mandatories.
Yeah.
So like if I fight for the WB, I got the WBC belt. That's the big green joint. Right?
Yeah.
Pause. So you get that.
Yo,
We don't gotta talk about no Hulk beef. Pause though again.
Wait,
Yo.
what?
I said we don't gotta talk about Hulk. Yeah, pause though.
yo, see, that's that white boy
Oh,
shit.
nah, that's
man.
crazy.
That's that white boy Johnny Knoxville shit,
Yo,
man.
that's 4 years worth of AO right
Yo,
there.
son, you gotta relax. You gotta relax.
We taking Wyatt facts back
Listen,
now.
listen, man. Just to move on from
Yes.
that.
Let's move on.
Listen, and you see, look, this is what I love about the podcast, yo, because we always find, like, we come around, it's always a vibe, man.
True indeed,
It's
true indeed,
always
true
a
indeed.
good
I'll
time.
talk my shit anywhere else. I'm crazy.
You feel me? And that's the
Crazy
name
right
of,
now, son.
Fact, like, yo,
Crazy right now.
listen.
I'm trying.
Listen,
We be talking about healing and all that. I'm trying to have my mental.
I'm gonna be real. Wyatt on his best behavior. Believe it or
You
not,
gotta, yeah.
he's on his
Honestly,
best behavior. This
I'm
is
in the
Wyatt's
kennel right
best. He ain't even empty the clip. But
Oh,
look,
wow.
that just
Scared
leads
for that.
us to our next shit. Find your tribe.
Yeah.
You have to find your peoples, man. You feel me? And it's like he said, you know, sometimes you need those people to help you get to that healing process.
True
You feel me? You need those people.
Find a resource.
You gotta find a resource. You feel me? Don't find a bad habit though.
yeah. No shit. No.
Don't do that. That's crazy. You
You said
feel
don't
me?
find a bad. What's a bad habit? What's a bad habit in 2023?
K2.
That's terrible.
Pills.
What about a nigga?
Lean.
What about a nigga spending his whole check on feet pictures?
That's bugged out.
Yo, wait, hold on. No, hold on.
Yo, that's
Let me tell you something.
Yo.
Let me tell y'all something right now, right? You niggas is doing that, right? Y'all
That's
niggas need help.
insane.
I'm gonna pray for y'all niggas for
Yo.
real, because y'all going crazy. I don't know. It was never that serious for you to ball out on a
What?
bitch
It's a
corn
whole
ass
ball
feet.
out on a-
Her feet not even that pretty. That shit ugly.
Oh my God.
Pig feet, pig legs. Like stop it.
Yo.
Yo, listen. A lot of. I ain't even gonna get it.
They get, you know what I've heard before? I've heard, right? No, I'm gonna tell you something even beyond that.
Yo.
Hold on.
Just for the pod,
He's gonna
chill.
tell us something
Yeah.
beyond. Go ahead.
I've heard before, right? They got women, right? Women and gay men, right? They dead ass humiliate people, right? Just talk shit and people
Oh,
just pay them.
he talk about Findom.
Okay, that's what's going. Yeah, Findom, yeah.
Findom.
What is that?
That's even worse.
Financial domination. I used to talk to this shorty. She was into this like pro black shit. I got knowledge of self from 5% of God body. She was into that, and I'm thinking we was gonna build together. Yo, 1 week she was Angela Davis pro black. The next week shorty was y'all pay pigs and showing her feet. I was like, yo, you could kick that shit somewhere else, shorty. So we just split. We just split past after. That's a real thing. Listen.
Listen,
I was watching Hoes on the Point. No, Atlantic City Hookers. I was young. I never forget this. I was young. HBO. I don't know if y'all remember HBO, but HBO was the shit. Shorty was like, she was in New Jersey.
Big facts.
The dude said he wanted to bring her to New York. He wanted her to be his pimp. Listen. He wanted her to be his pimp.
That's bugged out.
Yeah, and prostitute him. Yeah. And she wanted him. He wanted her to pause this whole shit. He wanted her to put his dick in a cage. When I heard that, that's when I knew he was in some strange ass times. That's when I knew he was in a different world. He was no longer in the 90s.
Let me tell you
he was
something.
in some other shit.
Listen,
they also got, man. They got my bad.
No, go ahead.
They got, man, because that reminded me too. Speaking of cage, they got people.
Speaking of cage,
nah, they dead ass paid.
Speaking of cage, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
It's not crazy, but it's a real thing. There's women out there that. Yeah, just mute that. Yeah, there we go. But there's a real fetish out there, right? Where a man will get into a latex, or man or woman, doesn't matter, a latex dog suit, and they'll go and walk them.
Why? Who you know?
That's
why? Who you know like that? Why? Why? Who the fuck you know like that? Why? Cause you that ass. Yo. Why? What's up? Yo.
I'm too big. I can't do latex. I'm not a trainer.
You got what?
No.
He said it like he got offered.
I'm too big.
He said it like he got offered.
Nah, I've just heard of it.
Yo, you said it like you got offered.
I'm not name dropping. I know someone who fucked somebody else. Wait, hold on.
What are you talking about?
I'm not name dropping.
Hold up. What just happened?
I know someone that smashed someone in a frog suit. I'm not name dropping.
A frog suit?
Yeah, you probably gonna see this, but and be tight with me, but
a frog suit?
Nah, it was for the one time.
What is a frog suit?
Like a
furry?
Yeah, exactly. Oh. The bitch was into it.
Wow. Listen.
Whoa.
Listen. She requested it.
She was.
Wait. She was in the.
She was with it.
She asked for it.
She was the frog.
So he said never again.
She was the frog.
So she dressed up as the. So he was fucking the frog.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly,
listen. That's weird, but as long as it's a bitch.
Yeah, of course.
As long as it's.
No,
but he didn't look at it like he's looking at it. I'm fucking a frog.
No.
Oh.
I thought she was a frog right now. I thought you was talking some peg shit just now. That's what I thought you was talking about just now.
Oh no, you know what? I do gotta.
No, Wyatt. No, that's it. Relax.
I've had my fair share.
Oh my God, this nigga's a.
I've had my fair share.
That goes on to our next segment because this nigga Wyatt is a wild out. Like, look,
I'm getting started. Come on.
Yo, right. Yo, word, pause on that. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Hey, yo, he cut his hair to a new person. Last week he was Wolverine. Now he's Scott Summers. He turned into a different person.
Yo, Wyatt. Yo, listen, everybody. This is my friend Wyatt. Listen, the next
they made a wrestling team out of him. The Wyatt family. Remember that song?
I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, he don't know. He's not like that.
Well, just know that they made a team out of you.
Fags, bro.
I appreciate it. I was watching.
The art of freestyle.
Oh,
it's what we getting real.
My man.
Let's
start.
Let him cook.
So, the art of freestyling, right? So, so we're going to I'm going to just let y'all know right now, we're going to take it past rap, but because I'm a rapper, I'm going to talk about that too. So, the art of freestyling, I actually like improvising more than I like writing rhymes because I like the literally, I like the freedom of being able to freestyle. When I'm sitting there trying to write, I'm thinking too much. I'm putting too much effort into the thought than the execution of it. But when I'm freestyling and I'm just being free, whatever rhyme that comes to me, I'ma just spit it and it just ends up connecting. It's I feel like when I'm freestyling, it's really like spiritual. It's really like another language. The rhymes just come and I form the sentences with the rhymes that I'm seeing and hearing.
It is spiritual.
You know what I'm saying? And the art of freestyle, that's something that we doing right now with the improvisation. And it's beautiful. That's how you know it comes from the heart. It ain't forced.
Speak on it, girl.
It ain't nothing like that. It ain't forced. forced. It ain't like rehearsed. This is straight from the heart. This is the art of improvisation. And one of the things that I did want to ask you about, because you into like the fighting and combat and all that, in the heat of battle, I want you to talk about like the art of improvisation with that, like with the counters.
Yeah,
and all
facts.
How you feel in that ring?
Word.
All right, so when I'm first round is always like a feel out. So like
Yeah.
I'm seeing what you got. I'm throwing certain feints. I'm doing certain shit just to see what you got. You know what I mean? I'm doing certain things just so it could be like, all right, he's reacting to this. He's not reacting to that. Now, second round come, I should be more acclimated to your style. I'm not a slow starter. I'm not a slow starter at all. I started very fast.
I bought amateurs before. Every time,
Nah,
the
facts,
first
facts.
round, 2 rounds. Every time I always said if I had another 2 rounds, I would have figured it out.
Amateur style is so.
You got to go out.
Amateur box. So amateur Muay Thai is pretty much like pro Muay Thai. It's just certain levels you can't elbow to the. You can't elbow. Then you get the pads. Then you get elbow. Right. So that's the only difference. Amateur boxing is more so points. Yeah. Brr, speed.
That point Metro, the NY Metro point system. When I did it, was crazy. It's like you can punch someone, right?
But
and
as
someone
long as
someone
scoring.
mollywops you. The person who did those speed punches and got the ass kicked,
That's amateur
they
style.
still,
That's amateur style.
They win.
But you know why? Because
it's point based, yeah.
no, but they did more. They looking at it like they did more. For me personally, as far as what he was saying, freestyling, do I freestyle in the ring? Yes and no. What I mean by yes and no is I acclimated myself to your style. I downloaded your style, right? I took the data that I needed. So certain things I should know was coming.
Every fighter got their own style.
Yeah.
But we all of us only have 2 arms and 2 legs. So you're not gonna throw nothing out of the ordinary. I'm not gonna see you throw no Voldo shit from Soul Calibur 2.
Got a third arm punch from the forehead.
Yeah, you're not that nigga Justice from Afro Samurai. You ain't got an arm coming out your back. So I should have a good feel for what's happening.
Yeah.
Now, let's say they throw a wild straight. I should be able to slip that and counter. I should be able to slip that counter, hook, leg kick. I should be able to throw that off. That's a freestyle. I added the hook leg kick at the end. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said yes and no. If I'm fighting outside in the street, if it's just like a normal person and they wilding out, I'm not trying to block. I'm strictly freestyling there. Now it's just all right. I'm about to pack you the fuck up.
Yeah, 'cause you know how people in street fights that have no training fight, they do this crazy
No,
stuff.
but that'll hurt you more than the reason why I say that might get you more than a trained fighter, because a trained fighter, you know what to look for. Yeah, I know. If you throw it straight, I know what hand you right with. Right-handed? Yeah. I should know the trajectory of what a right hand straight look like. If you throwing a weird overhand that is a straight, that's not common.
Man,
that's not something
if you're in a street fight, someone in a street fight can pick up a fucking bottle and crack someone in the head. You never know.
I could pick up a bottle and crack.
Okay, of course.
I'm not worried about it.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That's dangerous.
No, keep this. A nigga told me, yo, fighting in the ring is not as dangerous as the street. I said, how you figure that?
I can see that.
The nigga said, yo, because we don't fight with rules. I said, nigga, if I know how to fight with rules, imagine if I didn't fight with them.
Word,
I know what I could.
That ain't make no sense.
I could violate you even
Nigga.
worse than what I could in the ring.
Word, like,
Because you got that knowledge.
Yeah, I know what to do, and I'm fighting dirty. Come on.
That was the most
What
stupid
you
shit
think?
I
Yo,
ever
yeah,
heard.
like what
Wait,
the-
he says more dangerous.
Hold on. He's a bozo. When you die, I'm showing up to your funeral in my best tuxedo. Let me say that.
R.I.P. Bozo.
No, fuck him. Fuck him. But to your point, yes, yes and no. I freestyle when I need to, but I like to keep the game plan.
Yeah.
If I have a game plan, I like to keep the game plan. But yeah, I freestyle too.
I'm not gonna lie too, like, just to get back on that with the freestyle thing, I like the freestyle too, because like I'm the type of person, I don't like, if I know, like, say like if we was doing this pod and we wrote down a whole bunch of stuff, it would come off forced. I like to be organic, so I like to, even if I'm not gonna say the best words, and even if I'm really rapping freestyling, even if I'm not gonna say the best words, I would rather it come from here than from here sometimes. Because when it comes from here, that's the soul. The mind got insecurities, blockages, all that. The soul don't have that.
That's a fact, though. Yo, but to add on to that, right? Because me, right, I'm major on writing. Like,
I was just about to ask.
You feel
y'all,
me?
Not to cut you off. But
Yeah.
I was just about to ask. Do y'all, both of y'all, because y'all both rap. So I was going to ask, when y'all go in the booth to make a song, do y'all write or do y'all take the Biggie Jay-Z approach?
Nah,
It's
I
like
write.
7
But look,
minutes and-
let me explain my process, right? Because in order to write, I freestyle.
Okay.
That's how a lot of my writtens start off as freestyle.
All right.
Like literally, like you know how in NWA, straight out of Compton, right? Easy was in the booth with Dre, and he was like, "Yo, Dre, you know this shit ain't never gonna work."
Yeah,
you
yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
And he was like, "All right, yo, you see how you did that? Now do that, saying your words, and just keep doing that." So that'd be my thing. It's a process for me because I literally like this shit comes from my head.
Yeah.
So literally, I have to keep spitting what I wrote over and over and over until I could come up with what the fuck else to fit with that. You feel me? It's really a process for me. It became like that because I used to be like Dre with the freestyling and all that crazy shit.
Yeah,
But as I got
remember,
older, you know, and also writer's block.
Yeah.
Writer's block, which is a next segment we could tie into both right now, actually. Writer's block is what fucked me over for a long time. It fucked me up like mentally, creatively, and all that.
Oh, so wait, you felt stunned? It stunned you?
Yo, what? Listen, literally, if it wasn't for me going to Puerto Rico and experience and seeing like just smelling different air, seeing different people, recognizing shit, just becoming one. Like I'm eating different. Nigga, I'm eating fruit every morning. You feel me?
Yeah, I get you.
I'm
Yeah,
eating
yeah.
healthier. Like I ain't smoked for a whole month. I was over there.
lit.
Yeah, I was really like I was on some.
you stronger than me.
shit. I was. Listen, nigga, don't get it fucked
He
up.
gonna go back to the Vikings.
Right? No, that nigga, you saw this nigga in the cave. It was super cobra looking at this nigga. Yo,
Nah,
listen.
but one thing I do want to say right before we segue, because I seen Dre freestyle, I seen Ja freestyle. I appreciate the art because I don't do music.
It is an art.
But
Yeah, man.
It is an art.
I know for a fact I couldn't come up with off the top of my head maybe more than 2-3 bars, and then I gotta write it down because it's
man.
to still flow with that and to keep up that.
Nah, but you're
ballers
still
on the-
doing that though. You feel me? That's still a process of freestyling. That's why I'm trying to say, like, you know, freestyle. That's still like the art of.
No, life is freestyle because at the end of the day, we make decisions every day. We don't do
Yeah,
the same
facts.
decisions, exact decisions
Nah,
every
facts.
day.
Facts. Talk that shit.
But let me ask
That's why it's
y'all,
art.
when you freestyling and you flowing and the shit is like, y'all ever heard Supernatural? MC Supernatural?
No.
No.
Alright, Supernatural is one of the illest.
Oh,
with
yeah, I gotta
dreads.
do my homework.
One of the
I gotta do
illest.
my homework.
Look up Supernatural. I think it's MC Supernatural, but he's one of the illest freestylers ever, right? I'm gonna ask y'all, when y'all freestyling off the dome and it's just perfect, it's going in. How do y'all feel after y'all complete? What's the dopamine feel that y'all get after?
It felt like a high.
It does. It feels like, yo, because you know what it is? I'm going to tell you, like, when I'm freestyling, because I love it more than writing, I got to learn how to take, like, the same thing you be doing, take the freestyle. But then when I think I'm about to write it down, I start thinking too much during the freestyle. It's like a gift and a curse. So I have to be, it has to be, yo, Dre, come here, freestyle. Then I could, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But it's really coming from my soul. It's not coming from my brain, so it's different. It's different than me writing.
It always hit harder when you freestyle.
I respect that. That's a unique type
Yo,
of creativity right there.
But,
Straight from the.
but I don't want to get it twisted though. I do write most of the time. If I could Jay-Z it, and if I learned how to do that, I would do that. But I don't know how to do that. But yeah, to answer your question, when I freestyle and it comes out and I'm in that flow state to where my thoughts ain't trying to fight me while I'm coming up with the rhymes, it feels like a high. It's like, yo,
That
like
sound amazing.
it's fire.
Yeah,
That
yo,
sound amazing,
that shit feel like, yo, literally, because he don't know what it is to be high for weed. But
Okay,
literally,
okay.
you know that first buzz when you first smoke a joint?
Yeah, I thought I was on crack last time we talked about that.
Oh, that's a different. Hold on.
Listen,
If y'all check out episode 5, y'all see what we're talking about. It's not as
Go
insane.
check that out.
Go
What he
check
said?
that out.
All right.
Let me tell you something though.
Cuz said crack and weed.
That first episode, that first time you smoke weed, it's like a rush and it's a euphoric feeling where you feel it in your head and you start seeing shit. It's like you took shrooms. That's how.
Hold up, that's how you felt the first
Yeah,
time?
nah, but without the hallucination and all that.
I'm about
extra
to say,
shit.
mine's
You just
everything
feel
is slow.
light, shit look brighter, and it's like, it's lit. We lit. You feel me?
And
But freestyling.
you never feel that way again.
Nah, exactly. But when you freestyling, you feel that.
Yeah.
It's that feeling where it's that euphoric feeling where you feel it in your head, your eye, the back of your eyes. You feel me? You feel in the back of your head.
That's the dopamine. That's what I'm at. The reason why I
feel
asked
all
that.
of that shit, like it's like a rush.
Because mind's going as fast as reality at that point. That's what's happening.
Hell yeah.
Say it again.
The mind is going as fast as reality at that point. That's why you feel that.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. That was some Marvel comic
Nah,
shit
for
right there.
real,
He
they-
said the mind's going as fast
Stan
as
Lee.
reality.
Think about it.
Explain that one.
Because most time people think at all times, right?
Yeah.
If you're freestyling, everything you're thinking is just going out, output.
Yeah.
So it's synchronous. You're at the top. You're at the top level of what you're putting out to what you could think, and that doesn't usually happen.
He talking that shit.
Nah, that's a good. Nah, that's a good one. The reason
I appreciate the handshakes on the show too, because it's very gentlemanly. I always every episode I love it.
Gentlemanly.
We have
Men handle our emotions. Men handle their business. We act gentlemanly. That's what this is about.
Exactly.
This,
Facts.
the reason I asked you that because I remember my uncle was like, my uncle did dope. He passed away last year, but he did dope, whatever.
Yeah,
and I remember one time I was like, I was like a teenager. I just started gangbanging and shit. Like I was in the streets. I was like, how did that shit even feel? And he said, it feels better than busting a nut. And he said that right there means you don't ever want to try this shit. I was like, wait, what?
That's hard.
I was like, wait, what?
That's a deep.
I was like, wait. I was like, whoa.
Me personally,
I said, yo,
yeah,
explain that. Like, what
That
you mean?
right there, that's deep.
I said,
right
explain
there.
that. He said, yo, busting a nut is one of the greatest feelings in the world. If you experience something greater than that, you're going to get addicted and never want to stop. So I never, when Molly was the thing in 2012, I never tried Molly. Like hard drugs, I never tried. December 12th of this year would make 10 years that I've been sober. I haven't smoked or drank weed or drank alcohol or anything. So like, but yeah, that was just, I want to know how y'all felt, like the dopamine rush. And it just made me think about what my uncle was talking about.
Yeah. And also though, right, it's an energy too. It's like a good feeling. You know how like it's like when you accomplish something, like you had a hard day, or like you working all day, feel me, you stressed out, but you put in that work. So when you get out of there, you like, damn, I feel good. It's that burst of energy.
But do it make you want to do more? Like, do it make you want to make more songs right after?
Oh no, of course. It's like a continue. Me and him even one time did it in the stool way back then. We used to do this shit in cafeteria.
Okay.
So when we freestyle, whenever we hear someone say some harder shit, it will make us want to go harder.
I get you. Yeah, I get
so
you,
it's
I get
like
you, I
we
get
going, and each time we taking turns, we taking longer turns. Like yo, you spin that. I'm gonna body this whole shit.
I get you.
And then it becomes a back and forth thing. You feel what I'm saying? It's
I get
like
that.
The energy match.
Hell yeah,
I say that
you feel
because
me?
I listen to a lot of Griselda. Like Westside Gun's my favorite rapper.
Mine too. Facts.
Yeah, we on it. So like, but if you look at what they did in 6 years, him, Conway, Westside Gun, Benny. Look at the amount of music that they dropped.
Facts.
6 years.
Mad music.
Yo,
As a collective, individual
What?
features, all of that.
Conway did
Hits?
Conway did like what? 8 different joints in like what? 2 years. Bodie James.
Oh my
like,
God, yeah.
He had like 4 or 5 albums in 1 year.
That's prolificy right there. And then meanwhile, some artists they think they're the shit, right? Then they wait 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 years to drop an album. I feel that's ridiculous.
That's a fact.
It's bullshit.
Kendrick Lamar.
I was gonna say Roddy Ricch. But you could,
Catch that.
Bow. Nah, I fucks with Kendrick. I
fuck with Kendrick too, but that's a nigga that drop an album every 5 years and be like, I gotta go find myself.
I was thinking more. I was thinking I feel the worst culprit of that, Frank Ocean.
Oh hell yeah! Yo, fuck that nigga too, my nigga. Nigga. Fuck that nigga too. That nigga drop out. Yo, that nigga drop a fucking album every 10 years and it be like, he's a masterpiece. He's a genius.
All right, so
fuck that
same thing
nigga.
about Kid Cuddy then.
Fuck that nigga too. I'm sorry. Fuck that nigga too. What you mean?
Yeah, but you see what he did to Kanye? Those are
these are my niggas. I fuck with them.
Yeah, but
fuck that nigga too.
They made great music, but I mean, cause they're not
great music.
Cuddy makes great music.
Cuddy make great music.
He make great music at certain points. I feel like, but his music is not for the certain. It's not for the certain ear. He make depression music. I'm gonna be real. Depression healing music.
Is that healing for real though?
I mean, yeah, because for some people, for me, that shit really helped me. Symphony wise, like sonically, that shit. Because I'm a music nigga.
Yeah,
I'm a beat nigga. I like beats, and I like the voice along with all of that shit. I'm a.
Do you think he's healed?
Hell no.
Did you see him with that white man holding hands? He had fingernail pain.
Of course, yeah.
He's not healed.
I don't think he's healed, but that shit that he be saying healed me. So all of that.
So that don't take away him not you being healed by his music, but him not being healed. That don't take away from
separate art from the artist.
Okay, yeah,
all right,
literally,
all right. That's a good one.
Again, it's one of those things. They're good artists, but come on, who the fuck do they think they are? Come on.
I mean, listen, I still listen to R. Kelly.
Yeah, love it.
Listen to R. Kelly.
He got too many hits.
No.
Get that off my chest.
Can I say something, please? Can I say something, right? Let me tell y'all something right now, right? I'm gonna listen to R. Kelly. I'm gonna listen to whatever song I want. Now, if you mad that I'm listening to listen to that song, stop thinking about them kids he did that to. You a pedophile. I'm jacking it. Oh, nah, like that. If you thinking about kids that he's doing that to them songs, you're bugging. That's not what music is for, nigga. Music is for your experience, nigga.
Exactly.
You heard that shit? Where you was at when you heard that?
And you probably still remember it.
Yeah, you feel me?
I remember
Now,
the first time I heard Billie Jean.
If you bringing up this nigga pissing on a kid, that's something you gotta reevaluate.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm just saying, you gotta reevaluate. My nigga, think about it. You gotta reevaluate your life.
Yeah.
I hear this song, I'm like, booty. Not 12-year-old girl getting pissed in the face, nigga. Let's be real. I'm just being honest.
He had one. There's one line he had that was just you can't let go.
Hold on. Let's go to the wild. Let's go to the wild, nigga.
Wild.
What's the wild?
He said something on Best of Both Worlds with Jay-Z. You can't even find the song on YouTube, and you know why you can't find it on YouTube? He said, yeah, you know the line I'm talking about.
No, let me hear it.
He said something. Then I may be misquoting, but he said something when you're down and you came up out that basement. We miss you.
Oh yeah, no, I know that song.
Yeah, Best of Both Worlds.
It's called Best of Both Worlds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That right there.
No,
that's a line you can't.
He's talking about coming out the mud. Not.
Yeah.
I know,
Nah, fuck it. Hold on.
But here's the thing. At the end of the day,
I know he had bitches in the basement, but that ain't got nothing to do with it.
No. Leave it to the white man to lead y'all astray.
Listen, look. That line sounds crazy on paper, but at the end of the day,
coming up out the mud.
no, I know, but
the
connections.
No. Where the fuck you get this from?
Oh no, I'm saying this.
So it's
I can't. Me personally, I can't help but make the connection, right? But
Damn.
it's a fire line when it's in context. It's a
you took it out of context.
He said when you came up off that basement. I'm sorry, that's just too close. That's too close to the sun.
Niggas that was hustling. That's what you're talking about.
I know, but still.
Hold on. You took 2 and 2 and made 6.
And that's what
crazy.
You did some white people shit.
That's crazy.
That's what that was.
We not shitting.
No, of course.
We not facts. He know nah. Listen, why you know?
Who thought that?
Yeah.
Other people, my wife, she will.
Damn.
Like I said, here's snow, think blizzard. You know what I'm saying? So like, take the context of what they talking about for what the context of what they talking about. Don't say calling about the basement. I think he had a 6-year-old girl in there.
That's crazy. But that goes with the thought. If you listening to a song, don't think about them crazy.
Yeah, that comes off crazy.
Think about where the fuck you was at when you heard it. You feel me? It's mad shit you
that
could be
comes
thinking
off
about.
crazy.
You thinking about this grown ass man with kids. You're blind.
One thing, you know what? One thing people do with that song, the worst. Bump and Grind. That's a grown person song. Come on.
Listen, I was just literally thinking, but when I said I still
was listening to that shit.
And don't get me wrong, Best of Both Worlds, one of my favorite songs. I'm still listening to it. We still listen to R. Kelly over here. That's it. Simple.
We listen to R. Kelly. We don't fuck with none of that shit he did.
None of that shit.
I'm gonna make
anyone who's on that, you should just smacked out of them.
What?
No good.
What? Fuck. He getting sliced, diced, cut, chop, whatever.
If you live next door to a pedophile,
on the list, yeah.
No, Pete. If you live next door to a pedophile, you calling the police or you calling your niggas?
I'm calling my nigga. I ain't gonna hold it.
The police are gonna be like, oh well, he's rehabilitated.
Yo, it's this nigga that been touching a little kid.
Yo, remember Cam? When they asked Cam, they said, yo, if you had a serial killer living next door to you in 5E or some shit, and he was like, no. Cam later on came back and was like, nah, I definitely call the police or whatever. But I'm thinking
niggas lying though. He know he wouldn't.
We gonna call niggas, they gonna rape, they gonna violate.
Niggas got mad. All the Bird Gang niggas, they gonna run down.
But I was looking at some some shit. I think it's called Watchdog, and it shows like the pedophiles in your area, or whatever. Yo, it's mad.
The game, the video.
No. It's like a list.
It's actual list.
Oh, it's like with the map and the dots, right?
Yeah, and it show like pedophiles in your people on the registry. People on the registry.
Sometimes
They might
you
not
get
be on the
clusters.
right now.
It's clusters.
Yeah. It's a lot of R. Shelleys out here too. It's a lot of R. Shelleys out here too.
I know some R. Shelleys. I ain't gonna.
I had a lady. I was 14, and shorty was like, "Oh, you gonna be my boyfriend when you get older." No,
Weirdo.
No, the fuck I'm not.
Damn.
Grooming comes from both sides of the spectrum.
Fact. Don't ever
You
get
what
them
I'm saying?
fucked up.
Grooming
Facts.
come from both sides. I
Facts.
ain't never. Yeah, we
You
ain't
feel
about
me?
to do that.
Yeah.
We ain't about to do that.
Yo, that's
No
another
matter man,
thing.
woman, if you're grooming children, you're wrong.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, we ain't doing none of that
We ain't doing
word.
that
I don't
shit.
want to hear none of that shit. All right.
We ain't doing that.
So listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. This episode has been amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys having me on back to back. I just want to say that in front of everybody, man.
Appreciate y'all coming.
I'm
man.
glad y'all
of
came.
course.
You feel me? I'm glad y'all
It's
support.
a great show to be a part of.
Feel me? I know, and like I'm gonna end it off just like this. How I always say, y'all, we do this show for a purpose, and you already know if you not inspired, what the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck are you really doing, honestly?
Let's talk. Let's get to that. You feel me? But we'll see y'all on the next one. All right? It's your boy Jiggy Ja.
Dread Icon.
Guess Wyatt?
Universal, aka Speed Kills. Peace.
And you're watching
Rice,
Beans and Banter. Peace.